Whew. Where's my chat? Oh, okay. No, it's updating. No. Great. Everything has to update today. OBS has to update. Guess I haven't streamed for a while, so that's probably why. It's in this group. Okay, that's preferences. Oh, this is also references. That's hmm. Okay. I'm gonna merge some of these layers down. Mm-hmm. Make a backup layer. Why not? Still waiting for chat to come up. Some time. And get started on some. Great, thanks. Appreciate that, chat. Working. Test it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. I need to open up some music, maybe. Yeah, so I haven't painted in like a while, and I'm just kind of jumping right back into this thing which I started. Probably not the best idea, but let's see. Where it goes. Miami was great. I had a really great time. Just awesome. All the people are nice. It's just such a good break from New York. Really like a totally different country. It's totally better. I'm completely burnt though, so everything is on fire, and I really should have, I don't know, used sunscreen or something. That would have been smart. A little late. Wait, no. But yeah. good. Thinking of getting them to take me off full-time work, because I don't really need all that money, and I don't know, it's just really stressful. It generates a lot of really funny stories that I could share with you guys. Like, one woman came in and started yelling at our other security guy that he is chosen by Satan, and by the blood of Jesus Christ, she condemns him. So it's very very eventful, but yeah, when you're the one that's being yelled at, it's not no bueno. So stressful. Yeah. So part-time would be really good, because then I could spend more time painting. Because honestly, the fatigue racks up, and it gets to the point where it's just like I don't want to do anything but play video games. That's like really not great. Because it's like I'm not progressing towards anything. I'm just working a dead-end job and chilling out when I'm not working. So not the best. Not the best, especially since I'm not planning to stay in New York for that much longer. Probably going to be moving out in the next year, so there's really no point in really getting on the corporate ladder, I guess you would call it. You just need something part-time so I can paint. Not get super tired, because it is stress. It's the easiest job ever. Literally is. There's no expectations. No one dies. You can't, you know, get someone stuck in an airport for hours. None of that happens, so it really is just pretty easy. Hey XC, what's up, dude? How's it going? Just talking about Miami and stuff. I just got back. Did you sub? Someone subbed, and I think Twitch is like really weird about showing me who is subbed to me. So I just gotta ask. I'm not sure who done it. Whomst. Yeah, it shows one sub point, but it doesn't show who. So I'll have to keep asking, I guess. Yeah, until someone cops to it, and then we can go from there. But yeah, good break from painting. Played a lot of Mamorpagas, which are the devil chosen by Satan, you know, blood of Jesus Christ. We were laughing about that lady for the whole day. I think like at some point I started walking around and doing like a cross symbol at my other security guard friend, because it's just like who comes into a supermarket to steal detergent, and then when they get caught stealing, they call the security guard We call the security guard chosen by Satan. Just amazing. Amazing, amazing. But yeah, I'm going to find out who subbed. That's gonna happen eventually. I'm gonna ask around. I'll be fixing these things. It's a lot to fix, and I don't know. I don't really trust myself right now with all the stuff. Hopefully it's gotten to the point where I could just like come back and it's, you know, not too hard to get back into whatever it is I was doing. But you know, you never know. I see a lot of hard to fix errors, which is not the best. Like the arms of her chair don't make any sense. I need to like establish an axis and figure out where I'm going with that. But yeah, Miami was fun. Taking a break from painting was fun. But it just feels like I'm not doing anything. So. Too much fun, not enough work. I think I'll do something like that. I'll pick all this up to here. I didn't know that The Witcher was getting a movie adaptation. Miami has that Art Deco district. We went to see it. It was pretty cool, pretty nifty. A lot of really great clouds. I was cloud watching most of the time. A lot of really strong environment information. I don't know, like I'm always like I'm never on vacation. I'm always on like research trips. Research trips. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do with this these arms, these chair arms. I don't know just yet. It's like, yeah, really nice. Everything is like awesome to look at. Wide open spaces, cool architecture. You know, you're kind of exploring the whole time. Lift is really cheap. We got around really just straight up on what's called on lift the whole time, which is kind of nice when we didn't feel like walking. And that happened a lot after we got like super burnt. I'm still burnt, still like kind of injured, and eventually I'll have to I don't know, they want me to come into work, but I'm just like, I am burnt. I'm just gonna be walking at the speed of a dead cow or something. And so I don't know, this thing has to be concepted, and there has to be some kind of idea here. Maybe maybe I'll sketch some stuff and then see where it goes. Thinking about some kind of like thing you could just put your hands on, some kind of reel. Just a lot of noise, not enough. Should be simple, clean, and elegant. But yeah, if you ever head down to Miami, I highly recommend South Beach. It's just really great. A lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff to see. Fairly nice atmosphere. Everybody's super nice. People are different because I don't know. It's just like I feel like the heat makes people different. Like people aren't. They're just warmer somehow. Maybe getting heated up makes you warmer. I don't know, but it's yeah, it's definitely really different from New York. Really different. Everything is. Just more awesome. I want to go back already. Just got here. We like man, it was so hot and then like we got back to New York and it's just so cold. It's raining and all this stuff. And now there's like there's a hurricane coming our way and it's just like I don't want to deal with any of this. I just want to chill out. Just want to chill out. To do something about that. So yeah, there's a Witcher adaptation for a movie for The Witcher. I don't know. I'm a really big fan of the games. I would probably go see the movie, or maybe at least just grab it on Netflix or something. But there's a big big controversy already. Like they put out casting calls for some of the characters, and they're just like, okay, so we need a BAME actress for Siri. I'm like, that's really interesting. That's an interesting choice. Why though? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Like I get like, okay, this is the best person for the job, right? But then it's like, but wait, you were specifically excluding people at the outset. Why? What was the point of that? I don't know. This doesn't make a lot of sense. Unless, the whole point is exclusionary. The whole idea is to exclude people. It's unfortunate, A Witcher movie would have kind of been pretty cool, I guess. I guess Witcher 3 is still probably the best game I've played in a very long time. So, I kind of want more. I can't wait till Cyberpunk comes out. I know they're gonna do a great job, cause just like the first sight of the first release trailers or whatever. It's like it's so alive. It's just it's like it literally does feel like a big city, like a real um actual true to life experience, which is pretty cool, I think. So I can't wait till that game comes out. CD Projekt Red just delivers really great content, like overall. So yeah, Elder Scrolls actually not a bad game, to be honest. Elder Scrolls Online. I thought it was gonna be awful because the armor designs were kind of bad, but I really play it for the storyline anyway. So it's all about those it's all about that writing, and there's a lot of it. There's so many storylines. Plus, it's not really like super addictive. It's really nice for MMORPG. Most of those things are like crack. You just take it once and then you're just like, okay, I have to do all these things now. So yeah. It's not like, you know, the best MMORPG ever, but it's, you know, it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. A lot of it plays kind of like a single player game. It's kind of not MMORPG like, but a lot of MMORPGs are like that now. Like Black Desert Online, for instance, is just like a single player game. Basically, just there's no need. But some of the dungeons are actually pretty difficult if you're, well, not difficult, but they have like mechanics and they're kind of fun, and you know, you have to have teamwork and stuff like that, and there's actually challenge to it, and you have to know the encounters and stuff like that. So, but it's only like the higher end dungeons. All the lower end dungeons are just like you walk through and you tank and spank everything, and then it's like that's done. Collect the XP. It's thinking of brightening up some of this. Getting some of the pushing some of the glows and seeing if I can utilize that. I'm not actually sure what this is going to be. I'm not sure what I was planning here. There's just some kind of yellow lines. Not sure. I'm going to take those out for now. You know, whatever. But yeah, also I feel like there's so much art in that game. All the environments are so well designed, and it's pretty dope actually. There's a lot to explore. It's really big. It's a really big game. You can like I just I'm so lost. Yeah, it's super huge. You can like, gosh, it's like I haven't even explored like the third Dark Elf place. What is that? Mournhold, and all the other places, and I'm already max level, and it was just like, okay, this is like, I need to. And the thing is that like everything scales to your level, so you're always fighting at that kind of not super challenging, but you know, just you can't face roll through. Is pretty good. I think it's a neat take on it. Like Guild Wars tried the same thing, and I think that model really worked out for it. But the way it did it, it would scale your level downward. What this one does is it scales like all the attributes somehow. Not actually sure exactly. It scales the treasure to your level, but it scales the monsters to something else. It's just like, it's always it's never like super boring to walk through, even low level areas. But it's so huge. Like again, this just I'm at the third Dark Elf place, and then there's like 8 continents. There's something crazy like that. And so I don't know. There's like Cold Harbor, Artaeum. I've discovered like Cold Harbor and Artaeum too, but and Vanderfall and all this stuff. I kind of want to revisit Morrowind. They cut down City of Vivec from like, I think it was like 9 cantons. There used to be like St. Olms, St. something or other, then Foreigners District, and like there was a bunch of these cantons. Now it's just like it's 4 of them, I think. I haven't even seen Satanin yet. I want to know if Fargoth is still around, you know, looking for his ring, things like that. It's just quirky and like a trip into the past for me, because I really enjoyed all of the Elder Scrolls games. So I don't know, it's just kind of neat. Just kind of neat. And they're constantly adding content, which is like, it's just too much to keep up with. I think they just released that Somerset expansion. I bought it with Somerset because, you know, why not? Now I have that whole area which I can't explore because there's too much other stuff to do. So there's too much other stuff, man. Add-ons really make your life super easy though, because like some of the games get a little repetitive, like the writs every day, that gets kind of repetitive. So there's actually an add-on that just does all the writs for you like almost instantly. So pretty cool that you have developers which understand that they can't you know, meet the needs of every single person, and it would actually be foolish to try to, because then you would get what I call like feature creep, and then you have like 60 UI tabs and stuff that no one really wants, except like 3 people that are just like, well, why can't we have this? And it's like, okay, you can, we'll do it. It's nice to know that they trust people to kind of mod the game a little bit, and you know, it really is better that way. There's not a lot of games that are just like that open with it. A lot of games like to keep the UI to, you know, close to their, or close to whatever it is that they want to push, which is, I don't know, I think unfortunate. I don't think they should do that. From a story point of view, it's probably best to do the main quest at the Harbors and the Coal Harbor before Somerset. Yeah, I'm trying not to enter it. I just did the Sijic order just so I could get those those little portal things, so that I can get like free loot and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying not to get close to Somerset. I'm trying to like not to touch it. Difficult though. Difficult. I'm almost done with Harborage. Almost done. Well, no, not Harborage. Cold Harbor. Cold Harbor. Yeah. You can do Somerset. Just wait for the main quest there. Yeah. Yeah. I like. Right now, I'm just like so low on skill points that I downloaded the what's it called, the star shards or sky shards map thing. And I'm just going around picking them up because like I don't have enough skill points for anything. I need because I want all the things, and it's difficult. It's like, yes, I do want to have, you know, skill points in the armor tree, and I also want all the crafting stuff, and then I also want all of this, and then all that, and all my class skills, and then I try to do like anything, and it's like, you're not skilled for this. You don't have the all the very important passives that you need. Yeah, I'm still like, champion levels are coming really fast though. I'm at like level 60 now, I think. It's way faster than just leveling. I think that'll turn off after a while. I think there's like a catch-up mechanic or something. And I still have some of those XP scrolls that I just keep popping. 'Cause why not, you know? Just wondering what I could do with colors. See if I can just screw with it, you know. I'm probably not gonna keep it, but it's like I just want maybe some texture or something there, so it's not so boring. The first champ levels go fast. Yeah, it's really, really fast. It's really fast. But yeah, I really like that they let you mod the game, because like especially Korean MMORPGs have this problem where it's just like the UI is bloated, unimportant to the devs, and not worked on, and then they release like a patch for it every year or something. It's like, great, thanks, appreciate ya. And you know, an indie guy who's just supported by donations or something can release a patch in like a day if he's still playing the game, you know. And there's a lot of people that play the game and also kind of create content for it, just kind of just really neat, I think. After I finish this piece, I might do like some fan art for Elder Scrolls. I think that would be kind of cool. I do think that a lot of the characters aren't memorable at all. Like none of them really like strike me as kind of important. In the main quest, they're just very okay. Here's this character. Here he is, this guy, and he does these things, and there you go. So I don't know. I can't really connect with the characters. That's the one, one bad thing about it. Like I know in Somerset there's some interesting characters, like Roz is pretty interesting. I haven't touched too much of the story, but it seems like he is pretty cool. Furry vibes though, so I don't know. There's a built-in furry mods because the Khajiit and the Argonians. You could be a scaly. I think that's pretty neat. A lot of role playing. I guess the game attracts a lot of role play because it's so story driven, so so much like narrative and stuff. So very rich world. Kind of neat. It's difficult to chat with players. That's the one thing that I'm not a big fan of. You gotta find, I guess, a social guild. I'm only in like trading guilds right now because I want the money. But yeah, I'll probably find like a social guild or something because like no one talks and everyone's just kind of doing whatever it is. I think I need people to play with to stay interested in MMORPG. It's not really fun when you're playing alone for too long, because it is like a very big ride. There's so much to do, so many things. And I think what they've done really well is they've made everything that you do feel important. Like you could be doing anything really, and it still feels like you're progressing in some way, and still like working towards something. Just kind of like I think what games are kind of supposed to do. They're at first I thought that games were labor simulators, but I'm not sure. I think they're not labor simulators. It's deeper than that. I think it's a success simulator. Just kind of, I don't know, sounds sinister and evil. If you're like, that's not, why would you want to do that? The leveling rewards are nice. They didn't have those when I leveled. Yeah, free skill points and stuff. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, especially MMORPGs are kind of success simulators. Not sure what I'll do with this. I feel like I'm gonna just do a drawing pass or two and then see if I can figure it out. But yeah, it's a fun game. Like, I don't know, I thought it wasn't gonna be that fun. It's not that expensive, and it's like it's pretty fun. So, if you're an Elder Scrolls fan, probably check it out. I don't know. I feel like this shape is difficult for me to just figure. I figure it's like it's gonna bend inward. I just don't. My brain doesn't process it very well. Yeah, pretty fun. They're also apparently helping people who stream the game, which is kind of interesting. If you're just a Twitch streamer, they'll kind of promote your channel. I not very successful with streaming games because I don't know, I hyper focus on video games. I can't like feel like I can't really talk as much. I need all of my faculties for stuff. So, but yeah, if you're like a streamer and looking for a game to stream, they're even having like a an event right now where you get Twitch emotes. So like they really do promote people, which is kind of cool, I think. Yeah, yeah, the Twitch drops. It's an interesting interesting little thing. It really is. It's like it and I think it helps. I think it helps. I think a lot of people can just benefit from that. Just, you know, it might introduce you to a streamer that you like or something like that, or might give you like, you know, that first glimpse. If you're like not interested at all in it, and you're just like, oh, well, I mean, I'll get that Twitch drop, so I'll check it out. You know, that sort of thing. Kind of neat. Kind of an interesting little way of marketing streamers. Pretty cool. And they give codes to their stream team to give away. That's neat. I remember Smabs was on like the stream team for Terra? Was it Terra? No, it was that other game. Another MMORPG that he was working on. Oh, was it Terra? Gosh, no, Rift. Rift. Sorry. Brain no work too good. No, remember simple facts. Yeah, I wonder if he's on the stream team for what's it called, Elder Scrolls yet. Isn't he working on that game? Thought he was working on it. Or maybe he's working on the Fallout one. That's a neat project. That's really neat. Pretty neat. Yeah, I haven't been by to watch the streams. I don't know. Again, when I get home, I just want to sleep or play video games because it's like it's 12 o'clock and I just like clock out. And then when I wake up, I'm just like, well, I only played video games for like an hour, so I need to rest and relax. So it's a little overwhelming. So I need I think I need to cut down on the hours, and then I'll be able to stream while maintaining, you know, like a healthy lifestyle. Because it becomes something like I wake up and I stream for 4 or 5 hours. Then I go to work for 6 or 8, and then it's like, oh, I'm tired. Like, cause I tried to keep it up for a while, but it's like there is fatigue. It does happen, so. And I don't know, when I can't paint for a while, I just kind of get depressed. So I need to paint. Some of them have been to the ZeniMax studio to discuss the game and test new stuff that's coming. Oh, that's neat. Is there a new chapter on the horizon? I feel like that's pretty neat. Like that they just keep pumping out content. It's a strong engine, I think. Like, and it's just a strong platform. The the game that they already have, because the gameplay is pretty fun. There is, you know, there's challenge, and there's like it's a good model. Like they've taken a lot of stuff from other games and they've implemented it well, and now they just need to, you know, implement some more stuff, and then gameplay wise, because some of the new dungeons are pretty fun. Sure, it's melting. What's melting? Hey, Kara, what's up? Melting. But yeah, it does seem like a very strong platform, strong game, I guess. Like, cause I don't know, Guild Wars was really good up until like they started releasing expansions. I think I don't know, for me at least, after they released that expansion, I just like was like, nah, I don't really want to play this anymore. And most of my friends quit too, so that's the word. Molting, shedding skin. Yes. Oh, you just reminded me, and I grabbed my my shoulder, and now my shoulder is burning. Thanks. Yeah, it's I am very burnt, very burnt right now. Right now, nope. I mean, well, right now I'm painting, but I'm painting. I am playing ESO. We were just talking about it. I am playing it between painting and working. It's pretty fun. I like it. It's a good game. Very fancy stories. Oh yeah, talking about Guild Wars 2 too a little bit. As like a comparison to game that did it right, and then well, I think one of the reasons ESO wasn't popular when it came out was because Guild Wars 2 was just at such a good point in its career that it just overwhelmed it. Pop money, no thanks. Yeah, but now that like Guild Wars 2 is kind of nearing the end of its lifetime, I think they released another expansion. Just like, I don't know what the sales are like for that game. I don't really see anyone talking about it really, but that's probably because most of my friends quit. But yeah, I know how to revive Guild Wars 2. Oh yeah, port it to the Switch. I think you could do that. I mean, like, you only had 5 buttons, 5 hot buttons. Then you had, wait, what's it? 10 abilities, an ultimate, 4 weapon skills. And then, or is it 5 weapon skills? Yeah, 5 weapon skills, and then QE. Some classes like the Mesmer had another 3 special abilities. Maybe, I don't know if you could do that. I don't know if you could do that with a controller. You'd need something like, and then you had to dodge roll, directional dodge roll, which is, I think that's doable. Maybe if you have it like as combinations, like kind of like Smash does it. You do like a neutral air or a left A or something, and then you can use it that way. Maybe port it to the Switch. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Genius. They should hire you. They should hire you like right now. Like, ideas like that are just saving the gaming world. You know. What else can we improve by just porting it to the Switch? How about Skyrim? Let's just port Skyrim to the Switch. That'll Save it. Amazing. We saved a 7-year-old game. Why? No one knows. Why did we do this? If 3D games work well, it shouldn't be really difficult. Majora's Mask, for example. Majora's Mask only had like what, 4 buttons, I think, that you needed. You use them like with the C stick, I think. I think it was the C stick. It's been a while since I played Majora's Mask or any of the Zelda games, really. It's a long time. I actually had I bought an N64 when the N64 was dying for like $70. I was like, yeah boy, I'm gonna get all the cheap games and stuff. But that was a bad idea. A lot of the games I wanted to play never went down in price. Like Harvest Moon, I went into a GameStop and they were like, okay, so this is $40 for a 5-year-old game, and I'm like, what? What? I'm glad that a lot of people have kind of discovered that genre though, because of games like Stardew Valley. I no longer seem to be like the weirdest person in town, because like a lot of those Harvest Moon games are just like kind of under the radar. I don't know. When I describe them to people, so I'm just like, okay, so the new Harvest Moon game is out and I need to play it. And they're like, what's that game about? It's like, you're a boy who farms. That's the game. And it'd just be like, okay, that sounds pretty shitty. Are you like we'll see you later, I guess. But now it's like with games like Stardew Valley, it's like, oh, it's like Stardew Valley, and it's like, oh, okay, I understand what you're talking about there. I see. Pretty cool game, by the way, Stardew. Did a good job representing one of my favorite genres. Let's see. Check out the new Farming S game. Which one is that? Farming Simulator? There's too many of them now. Oh, yeah, I've played that. Yeah, I've played that. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. I played like some of the beta releases. Yeah, pretty fun, I would say. I like those types of simulation games. I don't know. So I'm not really like, I'm a biased person when it comes to those. I just like the genre somehow. It's just like I play most of those games at least a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these doors. I guess I don't know. Maybe everyone is biased at all times. And there's just no way to get around that. Maybe that's true. I feel like I've become biased against Twitter. I just don't want to go there anymore. I don't want to be there anymore. I don't see a reason why. It's just no, like I don't know. I just like posts now, and whenever I try to talk to someone, they're just like one Google away from a fact, and they just, nah, I'm just gonna say it's this, and it's just like, okay, I don't have time. I really don't. So yeah, just a little painful. Just a little painful. I think I want to stay away from Twitter. Fastest at posting all the breaking news in real time. Yeah, Elon said something like that. He said that, you know, that Twitter solves the bandwidth problem kind of a little bit, especially with images and video. I was watching. I haven't finished the whole Elon interview with Joe Rogan, that podcast. I really want to. I think that's a really cool one. Also, I've never heard like Elon do like just unscripted talking, and I'm pretty sure he's got um I don't know, either Asperger's or um some high functioning type of thing. It doesn't seem like regular. One of us, one of us. I've noticed that I don't understand what people are ever saying to me. I thought it was like, I thought it was maybe not my problem. Maybe it was a problem with language, as in like language is inferential and there's always a um there's always kind of a leap you have to make to try to understand a person. But I feel like people get very frustrated with me because I'm not really great at understanding language. Especially if I haven't talked to that person ever. I don't know. I've noticed that. Like I just at a lot of the times people will say things and I just like, this refrigerator? Which refrigerator? There's like a whole list of questions I feel like and that people don't want to answer. Like they assume that I just kind of I should know what they're talking about when they're talking about it. I'm not sure. I'm not even I don't know. I'm not positive if language works that way, but it seems very frustrating for people talking with me that it doesn't work that way when we're talking. It's pretty great, especially the AI parts were great if not doomsday-ish. I don't know. Like I watched about an hour. I need to finish it because it seems like it's just it's so cool to have just like this direct insight into probably one of the I don't know kind of just most important people in the world right now. Like you would think that would be, you know, difficult and out of reach, but now with all this great technology, it's just like, yes, we can do that. We can just do that. Because I think Elon will go down as something like a Carnegie or one of the industrialists in our modern era. So it's just kind of cool. So I definitely want to finish that. There's a couple of things I do want to get to. Like Jim did a 2-hour stream too that I really want to get to. There's just so much content, right? Especially if you're like behind by a couple days. If you take a trip to Miami, you're gonna be behind. You don't want that to happen. Now you're behind on internet stuff and I think I figured out some of the shapes, but not the way that they're gonna be present. probably gonna shift this over here. I'm still kind of designing the, what's it called? Chair. It's got like an underarm of some sort. Or maybe that's the bottom leg where you sit on it. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I don't know, but yeah, Elon is one of those really interesting people that I just really want to kind of get into the head of, and it's the only way to do that would be like a 2-hour, 3-hour podcast of some sort. Man, Joe Rogan is doing that good work. Just the best content. I don't really like Elon's predictions for AI though, because like I mean I don't like the way that it's going. Like he said something like it'll be kind of like Twitter, but you're always connected. And I'm like, I really don't want that to happen. Like I want to get away from Twitter, period. I don't want to. It's stressful. Being constantly connected with people who I really were just like sea lining, basically at all times. It would just be. Sea lining is a really cool meme, by the way, if you guys haven't heard it. It's basically it sets the bar of bad faith at asking a question. So anyone who asks a question is actually sea lining and arguing in bad faith. It's amazing, I think. I haven't really seen anyone try to use it on anyone, but it's like. But I haven't seen that meme in the wild. But it seems like really counterintuitive or counterproductive. The premise is that the person wants to learn but they really don't, and they're just wasting your time, which is like, it's really like the way to kill any sort of communication, because if you really do set the bar to bad faith at asking a question, then it's like, then there's no way to communicate, right? There's like, I can't know what your positions are, you can't know what my positions are, we just can't interface because we exist in bad faith at all times. I think that it's just one of the funniest things I've ever heard, but yeah, I guess someone out there probably takes it seriously, because there's like a legit definition for it on Urban Dictionary. I had to look it up myself. So also, sea lining is a term was used by No, I think that was satire. That was satire, as far as I remember. That's the one time that is actually where I got it from. I was reading it and I was just like, what? That's hilarious. Yeah, you sent me the what's it called, the satire piece. And sea lining, as in the animal. It's actually not a boomer meme, but it is a good meme. I don't know, I really like it because it's so like just evil. I don't know, like that's what I would call it. I would call it just evil at the base of it. Who is Gaw? Dead Space 4. Elon Musk didn't do nothing. Yeah, he's a good boy. Well, I mean, why do you have a problem with being a furry, or like? Yeah, I've a lot of questions for you, Gaw. I don't know why you hate yourself. I feel like there's no reason to. We accept you. We accept you and your furriness. It's all good. Hey, come on, man. You're not a scaly at least, right? So we're all good there. Could be worse. That's right. Kavar will ID you. He's got folders. Sure, I guess. I feel like we can't do anything about it. You know, we can't do an intervention for Assad. This is not gonna happen. He's already in too deep, if you know what I'm saying. Folders. I bet, like, in your mind, they're an organizational implement which I use. Okay, they're not actual folders. Something like that. Yeah, first you brag about your folders, and then you're just like, I didn't do nothing. I never made folders on people. I think I like kind of this shape. This thing. So I'm gonna try to like duplicate it here. Once a folder, always a folder. Master of folders. But yeah, I think sea lining is my favorite meme out of. I don't get how like they nuked that satire piece. I just like, why would you do something like that? Seems like really counterproductive. Like it was obviously a joke. Everyone could tell it was a joke, and then they removed it because it was a joke. So it's like, you remove jokes from your subreddit. I also like this thing, whatever this is. I'll probably duplicate something like that. Even though I'll probably cut down on the wristband size. Yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of strange. This happened like months ago now, or something like that. I remember it happened before I left for Miami. So, in internet time, that's like so years. Hey, Battle Magic, what's up, dude? You know, one thing about this chat I don't like is that it makes everyone's color the same. So it kind of, there is no. Why does the chair have a spine to like implement itself into the spine of the person lying on it? Like it has this type of thing. I don't know. I'm still designing it. But the idea is that it's gonna be like an interface for the robot. I'm still screwing around with it. A lot of this stuff. Don't like my idea? Oh no. Elon Musk's electric charging snakes device. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I just kind of like, I'm just winging it, to be honest. I'm winging it, and then like eventually I'll get some shapes that I like, and then I'll be like, okay, these shapes are staying. No joke, he made a remote robotic arm that goes into the the charging. I mean, that sounds good. That sounds great, you know. Fisto is ready for action. Something like that. God. Oh boy. So Elon played Fallout 4, I think it was. Or was it Fallout 3? Man, no, it was definitely Fallout 3. Yeah, I remember now. Was it New Vegas? That might be why I'm confusing it. Am I gonna regret clicking this? Is that gonna be a regretful click? Charger prototype. Oh, that's neat. I like this. This is cool. I'm gonna steal some of this design. I like how Elon. I really like some of the stuff. Just like, I'm gonna just grab it. I'm gonna grab it and just have some of that. Yeah, I like this thing. It reminds me of what I'm trying to do, but like I'm failing to do. So I'm gonna keep that around. Yeah, if you have no ideas, just steal your ideas from Elon. That's how I would do it. Windows Shift S. I'm not hitting that. I know that that's gonna do something. I have it on like my, what's it called, my top bar. Windows Shift S. I bet. I was just talking about Cyberpunk. You know what I'm gonna use it for? I'm definitely using it. I'm just gonna copy pasta it. I hope no one minds too much. I use it for the arm. Just stealing some of this design. I was gonna do something similar, but I just like, he's so much better. So I'm gonna figure out a design that kind of uses that idea of like just kind of like a bendy arm. Draw Serena Williams bullying that Japanese chick. I don't know who Serena Williams even is. She's important somehow. I gotta learn these people's names. I feel like I'm out of the loop on. Tennis drama. You guys watch tennis? That's deep. I didn't know you guys like watch sports. Now I just need a cool hand for it. You didn't have to watch to hear about it. I guess I'm out of the loop since, you know, Miami and stuff. Just seems like so a tennis player, a mixed black Japanese young lady versus an old black lady playing tennis. I'm not sure what the Yeah, I don't see the problem. It's like, it seems perfectly okay to me. Need some sort of cool claw hand. I definitely want to design something that's gonna be like kind of reminiscent of Portal 2 or something. Shouldn't you be leaving Sweden already? Oh, how's your like elections going? I noticed that it's incredibly convoluted and difficult to follow, so I just kind of not really that interested. I don't know. Like there's you got to do a lot of work to understand why and how all this, like in America it's really simple. You know, if you crush your opponent by, I don't know, what was it, like 300 to 220, something like that, you win. That's the end of it. But in Sweden it's like super like convoluted. Like people are like, hey, we got 26% and we won, and I'm like, what? I don't, what is this? I don't understand any of this. This makes very difficult. All the things don't understand. Elections suck. Nah, that's all I have to say. It's complicated political stalemate. There is no governing coalition. Every party lost what God said. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I was like. That couldn't be right, because that would mean that you have no government, and like, where do you go from there exactly? Yeah, but it does seem incredibly convoluted. Like you couldn't do that in like America. There's just no way. It's very simple. Like in America, it's very simple. Very simple. Sweden is cooked. That's classic Swedish problem. What are you guys doing for tomorrow's US holiday? Hey Kraft, what's up, dude? I'm gonna be working. That's what it is that I'm gonna be doing. Speaking of work, it's 2 o'clock. That sounds good. The American Trump system allows Trump to be elected. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty simple system. Yeah, with like, I feel like your like Britain's system is also difficult to understand. Like they also have kind of convoluted system parts in place that make it difficult for an outsider like me to kind of get it. So for us it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. I saw a guy with a jacket that says, "I am matter, but I don't matter." That's a funny joke. Yeah, the zoom in is not great right now. I haven't started on like any details, but I just wanted to design this arm. Filthy Canadians. Get out, Canadians. Get out. But yeah, if anyone is celebrating, what holiday is it even? Like, I don't. Is it Labor Day? Because I thought Labor Day passed. I'm thinking I like some of the shapes, but I don't like. I don't like it in general. Like, maybe I can make it. So many, so many holidays. Do you guys even work? We don't get holidays off for the most part. We just like, depending on who you work for, I don't think a lot of people get holidays off. So we have a lot of uncelebratable stuff. If you're in a union or something, you might get all the holidays off, or at least overtime. I only get like Easter off or something like that. Yeah, if you're a government employee, maybe also. I'm not. I work for a corporation. Corporate. That looks neat. Parts of that look neat. Could use some of those ideas there. But yeah, whenever I look at any other political system, I'm just like blown away by how complicated it is versus ours. Ours is pretty simple. States vote, states get a set of votes. Those votes count. That's it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Not trying to get too political, but sign up to vote. There's a big vote coming up. Vote for politicians that you like. Don't vote for the ones that you don't like. That's it. I saw Anthony Fantana post like a sign up to vote like thing, and people were like, "Oh my God, you're being so political," even though he just said, you know, just sign up to vote. He didn't say like who to vote for, why. Just, you know, here's the sign up sheet. I don't know. I feel like that's going overboard. We're so convoluted. We have a feminist party. You also have a pirate party though. You have a lot of these weird parties that are just like a lot of what's called I think I just saw a follow thing blip by. Thank you for the follow. I gotta really like, hold on, let me figure this out. Hold on, because my Twitch alerts stopped working and then it never resumed working, and then let me see, let me try opening it. What would happen if I open Twitch alerts? The folder. Yeah, I don't think that's working. Why doesn't it play the sound for me? Oh, I know why. I know why. See, I switched to OBS and I just never. Let me just set that up real quick. Let me see. What is that? That's a browser, right? That's a browser. could call it Twitch alerts, and then I just need to open up. What was it? Streamlabs? That's what it's called now? Streamlabs? Let me just, and then I just copy paste that one link, and then it's set up. Just gotta log in. A lot of people are after Anthony after he gave Eminem shit for saying faggot in a lyric. Is that... I don't know, like... artists, their whole job is to be controversial, I feel like, to get attention, because that's all they want, and so... I don't know, I feel like we live in a different time now, because when I grew up, this was totally okay, and there was no repercussions for it whatsoever. But now it's like, you can't even make a lyric out of it. Even though I'm pretty sure in the lyric he bleeped it, right? So that's even worse. I don't know. Something about like not being able to say certain words is like, for whatever reason, just kind of irks me. Not that I, really want to say those words. It's just that, I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's the most important thing. That we really, like, people are mad on the internet every day and feel like they're mad about anything, really. I thought Eminem was gay, so I feel like, that was kind of, he should, if anyone is allowed to say it. I don't know. I feel like when we try to police artists and comedians and, artists, comedians, and, what was I talking about? Musicians. I feel like we're just doing ourselves a disservice. I don't know. That's my thought. I feel like, anyone could say anything. It doesn't really matter. What am I doing? Oh yeah, alert box, right. Oh, sorry. I kind of fell asleep there. I don't know, maybe I'm just more like, because of the fact that I'm an artist, I feel like everything should be on the table. I mean, you as an artist have to make those choices for what's right for you to do. Okay, it worked, I think. Let me just save that. But when you have other people telling you like what you can and can't do, I don't know. Just test that. Awesome, now I have viewers. Excellent. That's a good amount, sure. Just tested it out. I like totally forgot to change it. So I don't know. Maybe like that's a nod of, that's a, oh, you got like bleeped for that, by the way. Did you know that? Thank you for your feedback. you got censored by Twitch auto mod for reference. See, this is why I think context really matters. Is, if you're talking about something that happened, you shouldn't be able to like be like, okay, well, that, I guess you're going to jail because you talked about the thing that actually happened, and you accurately described it. I think that's like one of those things. So that's just, but that's like my 2 cents. I don't know. I feel like artists should constantly be worried about the fact that they're not allowed to push boundaries. I think that is important to artists, or should be important to artists. This idea of the safe artist that's family friendly is like really new. I don't know, none of these people were ever family friendly. Like that wasn't the purpose. That wasn't the idea. The idea is always to push boundaries and of thought. You know, like as Kermit says, "Oh, you have to explore chaos." You know, something like that. And you can't do that from a position of safety. You know, you just got to be really safe. You know. I don't know. Maybe I read too many of those dystopian novels growing up, and so I so I'm just like too sensitive when it comes to what's called freedom of expression. I feel like that's kind of true, because most of the people I talk with, they don't really care. They just don't give a shit. Like in real life, like it doesn't matter. So I might be, you know, might have a lot of emotions, you know, about these things. A very emotional boy. But yeah, I really enjoy Anthony Fantano's music commentary, and I feel like it's important to even if an artist does something wrong, and you know, you perceive it, or like Anthony does something wrong, you perceive it as that, I feel like that should be separate from the content that he produces. I don't know. Very separate. Separate as possible. So, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh man, this guy said this thing on Twitter, now I can't watch that show that I like, or something like that. I feel like that's really weird. Really strange. Might have blown over it if it wasn't for that video he made for his main. Does he have a secondary channel anymore? Because I know he had this really dope meme review channel that he just kind of shut down. It's called That Is the Plan. And I don't know, like I really liked that. That actually is how I, you know, even found Fantano, is his meme content, which was just dope, you know? Like, people can do meme reviews and stuff, and like PewDiePie can then copy it like a year later and murder the originality of it. But you know, some people have a real knack for just comedic writing, and so it's a shame. It's a shame that his channel got nuked. He personally nuked it because it was demonetized by everything, and it was entertaining content, which is just such a shame. I don't know. But yeah, just trying to figure out a design here that I like for this arm, robot arm. I don't know. I kind of want to see an alternative to Twitter that works and has people on it, because there's plenty of like these new things like Mastodon and some of these decentralized social media networks. They're kind of nifty. The thing is that like each one of them is kind of like like an echo chamber. Like I don't feel like Gab did great. Yeah, I'm sure it did, since probably no one even knows what that is. Gab. Mine's launched a some kind of Bitcoin thing. I thought that was pretty nifty. But I don't know what. Just got removed from Google services a couple days ago, I think. Why? Why is that? What did they do? Wasn't there like whole thing just a platform? Gab was a good boy. Didn't do nothing. That's interesting. Oh, I see. I think that's really scary, actually. Like if you control the app stores and there's no alternative, because at some point you couldn't jailbreak your phone. I don't even know if there's a jailbreak or a root for another marketplace that exists for Android. So maybe, I don't know. That's pretty scary. So that's kind of debilitating, you know. Like Google can just say that your app. I feel like that's antitrust, though, right? I don't know. I feel like if you can just say that this is that, then there has to be some sort of way of countering that, right? Because you can't just remove competing products, right? And that's not why they did it, but in effect, I feel like that kind of is. So, like, man, it's just getting crazy. The amount of steps you now have to take to get a product on the market is you have to have your own app store. If Google doesn't like your product, I mean, that's a little scary. That's a little scary. I don't know. Seems yeah, any amorphous definition that has no real backing and precedent in the American legal system, usually, for some reason. I don't know. There has to be kind of a limit to this. I feel like at some point the United States government will have to step in, because if you look at Europe is doing so much to try to regulate the internet. They're just going crazy on that internet regulation. There's going to be a digital tax. Have you heard about this? Digital tax? I was just reading about it on the plane. They want to push a tax for companies like Facebook and Google, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it really is a good thing to put those incentives back, those capitalist incentives back onto some of these places. It seems like they've lost some of that. It seems like they've just gotten so big that they don't really give a shit about making money, or if, you know, because like if you can remove a product that's, you know, selling or is popular just because you want to remove it and you don't care about the incentives of money or whatever, I feel like at that point there is a problem. Maybe there should be a digital tax. I know Facebook is going to be fighting that. And I don't think this is a left or right issue either. I don't think that's like why I feel like I'm free to talk about it. Is that Yeah, but Facebook kind of just affects everything. And I think most people aren't really big fans of the fact that they're, you know, not paying anything in taxes, Facebook and Amazon. Because, like, no matter where you go, like, wherever you get your news from, it seems like people are getting really, really woke on the fact that we have these juggernauts of industry just completely unregulated, doing things that no one really likes, no one really wants. I'm thinking about the design here. I don't know about this thing. I kind of like the original one. Let me see if I can get that back. What was it? W? No, that's not it. Oh, was that a Q? Is that what I did? Snipping tool does not come up. Whatever. I guess because it's already out. That's probably why. I feel like I really like the texture, the way that the rendering happens. So I feel like I want some of that back in. Even if I take down the contrast on it, just so that I can get some of that. Hey, Creative, what's up, dude? How's it going? I wouldn't call it texture, I'd call it like shapes. Doing all right. Throat hurts. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks, dude. I feel your pain. All of my skin is peeling currently. So I'll do it is I'll set it to maybe I'll just take down the opacity of it. Menthol vape juice. Interesting. I personally am not a vapist. A lot of people are. It's the cool new thing. I think I'm only gonna keep the arm out of this whole thing. Keep the original arm from that photo. Vape. Just picked it up after feeling really overworked and stressed from tech school and just stuck. Yeah, I've heard people say it's a lot like smoking. So I just like, I don't know, I stay away from anything that's expensive and You know, anything I like promises me stress relief, I'm just like, but then how will I face the dragon? You know, the stress is good. But no, you shouldn't really be stressed out all the time. Like I don't know. I feel like I used to have a more stoic thing, like you should face all challenges head on, but now I'm just like, no, I don't really want to do that. Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? Stressors are good. Yeah, the stress makes you strong. But not military school stressors. Yeah. No, I understand. I understand that. I get it. Yeah, I think I want that arm. "14 hours menial bullshit." Yeah, I understand that. That gets everything gets boring eventually, but some things get really boring really quickly. It's funny because it's the simple stuff that gets the simple and easy that always gets like it gets you, man. It's all right. Oh, we weren't talking about anything anyway. I think the last thing was like some app getting removed from Google Store. Truly the important questions. No, I just like to talk about anything really, so. It's either that or like, oh, my burns, they hurt so much. It's either that or me complaining, so. Just trying to provide. Some semblance of conversation. I should have used all that skin burning. Yeah. I didn't use any suntan lotion, so I guess I am to blame. I decided that I would just like be out in the Miami sun for 6 hours. I thought that was a really good idea. Wasn't a good idea. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Take it from me. I have like first degree burns on all over my skin. No. I need some sort of transition. I haven't really found it yet for the arm. But I definitely do like this like centipede quality about it. That I really want to keep. Also makes it look very 3D. Just needs the lighting. Correct lighting. Yeah, all the striations and stuff, they look really cool. Last time I did a traditional stream, I was using a fountain pen in my sweat glove. Drawing tablet glove. And big boofed. Got a shit ton of ink on the fingertips of the glove. Yeah. Yeah, this is like... I guess... You get used to... what's it called? Certain things. I haven't tried anything like, sweat gloves for digital. I know there's a lot of, like, accessories that people use. How, like, Brad Rigney was recommending that, you know, you get, some sort of glasses that block, blue light. And I was like, that's really hectic. I don't know if I really want to do that. And then there's... I've seen people use those gloves, and I'm just like, my hands don't get sweaty, so I'm not gonna do that. Gotta wash it somehow without getting ink everywhere else. Yeah, man. Maybe soak it. Soak the fingertips. I wanted to do a Witcher movie poster fan art, but now I'm not so sure. The only one that I've come up with is like The Witcher. Like, I have a meme because their casting choices are, I find them strange. And so I was like, why don't we get the Wayans brothers to play Geralt? All right, that sounds really good to me. Why not? And a couple of my friends are just like, yeah, I'd watch that. Oh god. It's really strange. The Witcher show looks sort of bad. I hope it's real fun to watch. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Witcher series. So I don't know. I would be the target demo. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm probably not gonna watch it. But it, you know, the premise of it doesn't sound bad. It's just maybe live action just ruins things for me. I feel like The Witcher would have a really cool animated series. Like, you could do so many things with that, or, you know, just stick to the games. You know, stick to the games. Maybe, I don't know. Or a comic book. I feel like Witcher would be a really cool grimdark comic book. Like, yeah, that would be so awesome. Got to do something to set it above average when you do live action. Yeah, because I feel like that every time I look at live action for most of these fantasy things, everything just kind of looks like Power Rangers to me. I don't know. I just like, at that point, I'm just like, that super turns me off, and I'm just like, I don't really want to. I don't really want to watch Power Rangers, man. Just not interested. I don't know. My friends watch live action a lot. I tend to not. I don't know. It just always looks like Power Rangers to me. Good costume design is hugely important, so it's not Power Rangers weathering. I don't know, man. Yeah, it could be good. I'm willing to give it a chance. As long as they really literally don't cast the Wayans brothers as Geralt, both of them somehow. I don't know. I think we're good. I actually didn't really get the story for The Witcher 3, to be honest. Like, at the end of it just instantly went to this whole different direction, which I was just like, wait, what happened? Wait, I thought I was just fighting monsters and stuff, and now it's like intergalactic. what, I don't, how, I don't understand. It just like, maybe I skipped something or something like that, because I didn't understand how it got from point A to point B at the end of the game. And I played all the Witcher games and stuff, and so I felt like I would be able to figure out what happened, but I don't know, like the end was just really caught me off guard. I don't know. Turns into a comedy where they keep swapping out and pretending to be the same person, but everyone just immediately notices. Yeah. Oh god, that'd be great. Oh god. The Wayans brothers, as Dave Chappelle once said, "There's more than one." Oh god. Oh. Wait, wasn't there like a D&D movie where they literally did cast one of the Wayans brothers? And it was like one of the most easily forgotten D&D movies ever. I don't even know if there's any easily rememberable D&D movies, but fantasy. Yeah, remember that? Craft? Oh my god. Remember that? That was real. This is some jokes, they actually exist in reality, and they're just like, you just remember and you're just like, oh right, there was a D&D or a fantasy live action with the Wayans brothers. Wait, this is real. This happened. Like, why? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's very, very strange. Very funny. Like, I've actually, it's very difficult to break out of your role. Like, if you're a comedy actor, you're always a comedy actor, and there's just like, it's so difficult. Like, it's so difficult to get out of that. Like, I've been watching a lot of Daniel Radcliffe movies, because like on the airplanes and stuff. He's actually doing, like, he's a really good actor. Like, I want to see him in more stuff. You know, he's actually really, really good. At first I thought like everything was going to be, everything was going to be just Harry Potter or every movie. But like, I watched about 3 movies with him. I watched The Jungle, which is really good. Well, not really good, but it was good. It was good and it was fresh, and like it kept me entertained, and I enjoyed it, honestly. And I watched the Black Lady, I think it was called. Also pretty cool, kept me entertained. Woman in Black, yeah, that was this called. He did really good. Like, it kept me entertained. Like the story wasn't like, and I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but it like, he played really well. Like, I feel like he was just monstrous acting. Like, I feel like he's gonna be the next DiCaprio. He's like a sleeper agent, you know. He's gonna be that. The end of the Woman in Black, my wish gonna just lay. So that's good, right? That means the movie was good. If you make that connection with characters, and you kind of do with Radcliffe's character, it's just interesting. It's just the way he plays it, it's believable, and it's just good, you know. So I feel like he carried that movie, even though at the crux of it, it's not the most interesting premise, or like, you know, horror is difficult to do. Yeah, that's exactly right. But like, he's breaking out of that role. I feel like he really is, like, he's a really good actor, and he works really hard, and I feel like he's showing it. He's doing, you know, he's carrying those movies, man. The Jungle was also very well acted. Like, they gave him an accent. I feel like that's extra points. You have to do like an accent the whole movie. I feel like that's extra. You should get recognition for that. Konnichiwa. Oh no, I missed the thing. Wait, let me see, where is the thing? Napalm Granite. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I want to see more from him, honestly. I think really good stuff. Before what's his name again? Shia LaBeouf went crazy. I thought he was gonna be like, I guess the stress got to him, but he went like pretty insane, I think. Just really there's a lot of streamers and like programs that used to use the Shia LaBeouf just do it thing, and then like for some reason all of that like disappeared like very quickly. It was just like, oh, that's strange. Just like, that guy really killed his career. Oh man, that's so sad though. I feel like that's so, cause he was doing pretty cool stuff, I think. You know, not monstrous acting, but he was getting pretty interesting roles. Not all the movies were good, but yeah, especially that like he had like this range, right? He would do comedy, like you might have seen that Shia LaBeouf comedy skit with Eric Cantor, really funny stuff. And he just did like a second in there, right? But it was intense. Yeah, the paper bag thing. Yeah, that I don't know. I feel like he's trying to be an artist and people don't appreciate his artistry. I don't know if that's craziness. I feel like again, like all these people want to push those boundaries, and sometimes it leads you to do just insane things, and just some things you can't walk back. I feel like the paper bag thing was like one of those things where you could walk that back, be like, come on guys, this, everyone gets one, but like all the other stuff, oh my god. All the other stuff, like usually like just embarrassing himself in public, the whole art project, where like this is why I think he was just trying to do like artsy stuff, right? And I can respect that. I understand wanting to push boundaries creatively. I think that's very important. I think you should have the freedom to do that without being thought of as insane. But yeah, like some of it, like like some things you do as a character, and then you're not really that as a person in real life. But some of those things weren't for the purpose of pushing boundaries or being interesting and just providing us with entertainment. They were just like calling someone racist over French fries, and it's just like, that's really strange. That's very, very strange. I don't know. Art has always been, entwined with political messages and stuff like that. So everything is just, part and parcel. You can't really have one without the other, especially, at that high end. So yeah, the politics did him in. I feel like you're right, and I feel like a lot of people. I don't really want to talk about specific people, but there's been a lot of people that have had, real issues that transfer into their real lives, because of politics. And it's just like, I don't know, man. You gotta stay away and stay off Twitter. Just chill out with people you like, I guess, and then try to not take it all so seriously. Because especially if you're in Shia LaBeouf shoes, like it could really do a number on you. And so Yeah. Anyway, I think I like where this is going. This one's it's very slow. I just got back from I got back from vacation, so not a lot of stuff was done today. Just fixed her hair really, and and I implemented some what's it called here, some of the chair. Well, I'll be fixing it because it's a little uneven. I'll still have to do quite a lot before this piece is finished. I think the next piece that I want to do is going to be like the Elder Scrolls fan art. Since I've spent so much time in that game, there's so many cool environmental things that I thought maybe I could reimagine, or I could do something with. I'll be doing that. But yeah, I gotta go eat and get ready for work, so I'm gonna cut it here. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate ya. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Later.